For this video, I'm going to teach you guys the basics on French braids and cornrows. So that way when I do my videos on weaves and braid-in extensions, you guys know what I'm doing, so I don't really have to explain that part. First I'm going to show you a French braid because you can see it a lot easier than a cornrow. My hands are really going to be in front of cornrows. So here's how you do a French braid. First you're going to start off with a thick section of hair. Well, I am. It doesn't have to be thick. If you want really thin braids, obviously, you would start off with a thin section of hair. I'm doing a thick section so you can really see what I'm doing. Start off with your thick section of hair, split it into 3. It doesn't matter how it looks. Nobody's going to notice. Just grab 3 pieces, like that. Basically what you're going to do is crisscross each strand. You're going to make a V, like that. And after that, you just keep adding the next strand that's not into the V in the middle of the V, like that. That's a normal braid. To do a French braid, it's the same thing. Keep adding the middle, or the strand that's not in the V into the middle of the V. As you're doing that, grab pieces on the head, connected to the head, and put that in there with the middle piece. And then that makes a V. Now you're going to put that strand into the middle. As you're doing that, grab a piece from the head. I'm trying to make sure my hands aren't in the way so you guys can see this, so that's why I'm all weird. Okay, so this piece is connected to the head. Put that in the middle with it. And that becomes a part of that piece. Now, here's the V over here. Take this piece, put it in the middle. Take a part that's connected to the head, put that with it. Now that has a V. Put this in the middle. Take another piece that's connected to the head. Join them together. And that's basically what you're going to keep doing. I hope you guys can see this well. I'll do another one just to make sure you can really see it without explaining too much. And you just keep doing that. All you're doing is crisscrossing and adding pieces connected to the head. All the way. It's all about technique. You can get the steps down, but braiding is all about practicing and getting your technique, getting your rhythm down the way you feel comfortable. There's no, really special way to do it. It's just knowing the steps and then doing however you feel comfortable. I'm going to do one more so you guys can see it well, and I'll leave that one there, and then do a cornrow so you can see the difference between a French braid and a cornrow because they're very different. Again, you just get a big strand of hair, split it into 3 parts, and start bringing the hair over into a V. And as you do that, grab hair connected to the head and join them together. The hair's in the middle of the V. And each time you do that, you're creating another V, like that. Very easy, just crisscross, crisscross, all the way down. I hope you guys can see this well. So basically, I would just keep doing that, blah, blah, blah. Let's start on the cornrow. That is a French braid. Now I'm going to show you a cornrow. Just dropped my comb. That's okay, I'm prepared. Same exact thing with the cornrow. It's practically the same. There's just one tiny crucial step you need to remember. It's a backwards French braid. that being said, grab 3 strands of hair, just like in your French braid. In a French braid, you put over, you crisscross over and add strands of hair into the V over, like that. A cornrow is the same exact thing, except you do it under. So instead of taking this piece of hair and going over like that, you're going to go backwards and go under, like that. Same exact thing as a French braid, you're just going under. And just like a French braid, grab pieces from the head, it doesn't matter where they are, because nobody's going to be able to tell, and join them with the middle piece. And that's basically it. It's the same exact thing, you're just going backwards. And again, see, you can't really see because cornrows, I don't know, my way of doing them is a lot different than how I do French braids. I just always have my hands like this, which is the correct way of doing it. It makes it a lot faster. A lot of people do it like this, but when you're doing a really tiny braid, it gets kind of jumbly and your hands get mixed up. So while you're practicing, try to do it like this, holding the hair like that. And it makes it a lot easier in the long run. At first, instinct, you just want to do it like this, but in the long run, it's a lot easier to have your palms toward the head. And again, just grab pieces of hair connected to the head and add them into the middle. Now I'm doing it like this because I know you couldn't see very well before with my palms toward the head. Hope you can see this now. Now that I have that done, I want you to look at both of them. You can really see the difference between a cornrow and a French braid. Cornrow, the braid is pretty much on the outside. A French braid, the braid's kind of buried in the hair. That's why when people do extensions, they use cornrows, because you can really see where you're sewing the extension. A braid-in extension, you sew on the cornrow. If you were going to sew it on a French roll, it'd be really hard to see what you were doing. But it might actually be better because the French roll is a lot more flat than a cornrow. So it's basically your call, but everybody pretty much does cornrows when they do extensions. I'll do another cornrow so you can see a little bit better how it goes. And then that'll be it. That'll be the basics of braiding. Again, we're just grabbing a chunk, making 3 strands, and going under. I'm trying to do it up so you can see how I'm going under. And remember, as we're doing this, I'm going to start adding, you can add hair wherever you want. I usually add hair and put it in the middle. This is actually easier. Add hair with this, like that. I mean, wherever you want to add your hair, it doesn't matter. As long as it's even and consistent, because if it's not, then you'll start noticing mistakes. See? So, just keep adding hair connected to the head. Don't worry about where you get it on the head, because no one is going to notice. See, now I'm just adding hair wherever I want, and you still can't really notice. But yeah, that's it. Remember, French braid is over, like that. Keep crisscrossing over and adding hair as you go. Cornrow is under, like this. I hope that helped you guys out. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment this video, and please subscribe, and look forward to more videos.